Well, let's talk about some potential thunderstorm development Friday. I know some of you have been seeing some posts, maybe social media posts about it, and I really want to know what the latest details are. Well, I'm not overly concerned here about the severe weather threat. That's not to say that strong or severe thunderstorms won't or can't happen. It's just that the biggest area of uncertainty right now is the extent of severe weather, if any at all, mainly because of the timing here. The most likely scenario appears to be a very late, gusty line of storms. We're talking about around 10 p.m. or so across western areas like Kosciuszko County through about maybe 2 or 3 a.m. into northwest Ohio. And some isolated 60-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts are certainly possible. Again, not discounting the potential here. However, we also believe that if there is any severe risk, it'd likely be isolated to scattered, and with the late timing here, not be as big of a concern as it would have been had that line been able to interact with a warmer, more unstable environment. It's still possible that line speeds up a little bit. If it is able to take advantage of a better environment, we might be back on with a bigger severe risk. But right now, the tornado risk is very low, the lowest it's been all season. So that's some good news. Hail risk possible, about pea-sized or so. Damaging wind risk, 60-mile-per-hour plus wind speeds certainly possible with any one storm, but that's still kind of on the lower end. We don't expect that to be the norm, more like the exception. With some isolated flooding, certainly possible, although we've had quite a break between heavy rain, and so that would mean that even if there are some pockets of kind of intense rainfall, we should be okay being able to see a lot of that get absorbed without too much of the ponding and flooding issues. Of course, there could be some isolated areas where that happens, but the overall risk seems to be low. Satellite and radar shows why we're talking about this dynamic pattern. So first, a warm front that's pressing northward. That's why temperatures are warming up, and it's going to get a little windy too tomorrow into Friday. Behind that warm front is a cold front. That won't pass until very late Friday. So this is what we have to look forward to Thursday and for the first half of the day on Friday. And what that essentially means is mostly dry weather and really warm conditions too. 60s tomorrow, 70s Friday. Recovering temperatures by tomorrow morning. We'll see lows right around freezing, but by the middle of the day, mid to upper 60s expected with increasing cloud cover. And then by Friday afternoon, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s. One of the warmer days of the year, but there's that cold front. You can already see that's through northern Illinois at about 5 p.m. However, it is going to take its time to get here. Here we are at about 2 a.m. It's finally crossing through Fort Wayne at about 2 a.m. Saturday, 62 by that point. Of course, it is expected to reach the western regions of our viewing area at around maybe midnight, 11 p.m. or midnight. So that's still a possibility that we could see some stronger storms maybe to the west of Fort Wayne. I'd expect in and around the city points east that it will be a little too late for a severe risk locally. Future track does show partly to mostly clear skies to start the day tomorrow. Clouds will increase though throughout the day. Might see a stray shower or two, with some fizzling showers early Friday morning. Near the Michigan line, there could be maybe a stronger storm or two. Looking partly to mostly sunny into the afternoon Friday with increasing cloud cover. And then here's that line of a few showers. Nothing looking particularly strong or concerning here. Again, might have an isolated wind gust over 60. But I think the bigger concern here would just be more rounds of rain potentially here over the Easter weekend. So let's take a look at that. 7-day forecast shows mostly cloudy, increasing clouds tomorrow, even though the day will start off pretty sunny, 65. Partly sunny skies on Friday, windy and warm. I've removed the thunderstorm chance during the day on Friday. It looks like that's really going to happen at night into very early Saturday. Saturday, early storms, possible periods of rain into the afternoon, and then some showers likely on Easter Sunday, temperatures in the upper 50s. We'll see a few showers and some breaks early Monday. Highs will be in the low 60s, and then we're back to the mid to upper 60s toward the middle of next week.
All right, Matt, it sounds good. Thank you. Today, health and